Hello, welcome back friends. My name is Himanshu, and in the previous video we have learned something about conditional formatting, that how to set a rule and how to clear that rule. Now we are going to understand all the rules which has been given in conditional formatting. So again I am going to do the selection of this sales range, and which is being compulsory in order to set a rule. So go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, less than option. I'm going right now. I want to highlight all the cell which are like less than 35,000. So I'm going to less than option, and here I have set the value which is 35,000, and the color which I want is, let's say, yellow fill, dark yellow text. Done. Now I'm going to this marketing cost, and here I want to set a different rule, and that rule is between. So cost figures are less, so I have gone to between, and I want to set a rule for, let's say, starting from 2000 till 4000. And click on OK, and the rule has been set. Now again, if I want to clear rules from this sheet completely, then no need to select anything. Click on conditional formatting, clear rule, and clear rule from entire sheet. You need not to select anything if you are going to clear the rule from the entire sheet. Done. Now few more options we need to explore, and the next option is equal to. Now in this kind of data, equal to will not be so much helpful, but I've got another data in order to make you understand. Now this is the data. Here the qualification has been given, so I want to highlight all those cells which qualification is MCA. So I'm going to do the selection. Okay, I made the selection, and then I'm going to conditional formatting under the home tab, and then I'm selecting equal to option. In equal to, I've given MCA. So you may see all those cells has been highlighted where MCA text is there. This means they are equal to MCA. But you may see that MCA pursuing is not highlighted. The reason is being MCA pursuing is not equal to MCA. However, if you want to highlight all the cells which have the text MCA, then you may have to go for a different option. I'm click on cancel because I don't want to save the changes. Cancel, and then go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and not equal to, but rather I'm going for the option text that contain. Now what text that must be contained so that formatting should happen? So I'm considering it as MCA. So you may see here MCA pursuing means in whichever cell MCA text is there, means it's containing the text MCA, that's going to be formatted. So this is how you may use a conditional formatting, and this is the difference between equal to and text that contain. Again, I am not going to save it by clicking on OK, cancel it, because my motive is to make you understand, and that you have, I believe. Further, more options are like a date occurring. So I've got a date. So I'm going to this function data once again. You may see this date of entry is there. So I've made a selection of this particular date, and then going to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and a date occurring option is there. So click over here, and now the day I'm recording this is the date, that is 6th of May 2016. So if I will click on, let's say, yesterday, or if I will click on, let's say, today, so you may see that all those cell has been highlighted which contains the date of today. Also there are a few more options like next week, last week option, this month, or last month. If I've selected last month, you may see the April month date has been highlighted. So this is how this date option can be used. Now few more option. Here you may see that there is another option of duplicate values. So I've done the selection of this sales range, and I'm going to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and going for duplicate values. Click on OK, but in this range there is no duplicate value. I'm going to create one duplicate. So I've done the copy of this cell, paste it, it has become duplicate, and you may see that cell value has been highlighted. Apart from duplicate, there is one option of unique also. So in order to do that, you need to go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, duplicate values, and here is the duplicate option, and click over here. You may find this unique option also. But if I'm going to select this unique option, you will find that each and every cell has been highlighted because each of these values are unique. So I'm not going to use this, it's not that important here. So these are the conditional formatting highlight cell rules options. Now we are going to understand about top and bottom rules. So again, in order to make you understand, I've done a selection of the cells range. Go to conditional formatting, top and bottom rules, and here is the option of top 10 items. Click over here and you may go for 12 top 10 items, or let's say 9 top 10 items. Not necessarily that it has to be 10 only. However, what does this mean actually? If I've selected top 10 items, this means value wise the top 10 values will be highlighted. Similar to top 10 values, there is one option of, you may see, that is bottom 10 items. Similarly, there is one option of top 10% also. So I'm going to top 10%. Now what does this mean? This data is because I've done a selection of the sales range, and you may see the count is 35. Now the 10% of 35 is 3.5. So here if I'm going for top 10%, so what it will do, it will get the 10% of the count of this particular data, and then it's going to highlight that. In this case, the count is 35 and the 10% of it's 3.5, so it's going to highlight 3 cells. You may see 1, 2, and there is going to be another one. If I'm going to scroll it, there is another one. So this is how we may use this top 10 and bottom 10, top 10% and bottom 10% option. Bottom means if you are going to select bottom 10 items, this means the lowest values, the low 10 values is going to be highlighted. Now I have made a selection of the sales range. You may see the average of the sales values are 45300, 45,300. If you want to highlight all the sales value which are above then this particular average, then you may simply go for top and bottom rules, and there you may find the option of above average, and those cells are going to be highlighted. Similar to above average, there is another option of below average. You may click on below average, and all those cells going to be highlighted which are below the average of this cell range. Now comes to data bars. These are my favorites. If I am going to select data bars, you may see. Now the thing is, it is very easy to understand and very attractive. All those cell value which are like very high, the bars is going to be big, and all those cells where the value is less, you may see like 14,119, the bar is quite small. So very easy to understand and very useful also. Okay, I'm going to remove this, select this, again going to conditional formatting, clear rule from selected cell. I've removed the rule in order to make you understand of another rule. So in data bars there are plenty more color options. These are gradient fill and these are some solid fills, and it's upon you which you want to use. Now let's move to color scales. Now this is the color scale. If I made the selection of this color scale, you may see the green is depicting that the value is very high, and red is depicting the value is low. Yellow is depicting the value is average. So if you are making use of this particular color scales, you will have to mention particularly and separately that what it indicates, because there is another, I've done the undo actually in order to remove that. I have gone to conditional formatting, color scales, and there is another color scale option. You may see that here it's just opposite, the red fill color indicating high value and green fill color indicating low value. But here in color scale only there is one option of single color option, and I have made a selection of one of it. So you may see it's quite easy to understand, because if the value is high then it's going to be more darker. the fill color is, and if the cell value is less, the fill color is going to be a bit light. In one go you may apply two options also, means two conditional formatting also. Let's say I went to color scale and I've applied this one, and again this range is selected. I'm going to conditional formatting, once again going to icon set, and there are plenty of icon set you may see, like mobile towers, and it simply indicating, you may get the hint that if the towers are full, like here, the value is more, and if the towers are less, this means the value is less. But here I have applied two conditional formatting. And in icon set you may find plenty more interesting icons, like traffic signals, like an arrows, or you may see these are the star options. So these all options you may use according to your requirement. Now these are all predefined formatting options which has been given to you, and these are very helpful also. You may use all of this, but very important to understand few of the customized option also, and that's we are going to understand in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.